Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Garage of Dreams, where today we're going to be working on the ST180, also known as the ASBO. In the last video you saw us at Cadwell Park. It was a hot day. I had the cold fans on, blowing on full. It was doing nothing. It was just circulating hot air. It was making us feel sick. It was not a nice place to be. So we need to come up with some kind of cold air system, something better, whether it be a knacker duct, a cold air fan intake, a roof scoop, something that's just going to make the cockpit a nicer place to be. Now I know this isn't a race car, it's a track car, but hey ho. We're going to take all the heater matrix out, we're going to take all the fan system out, all the lower dashes coming out. We're going to start in this tight little space here. So in the last video I dropped the coolant, flushed the system and put all new coolant and bled the system. Unfortunately we are going to be losing some of that today because these two pipes here feed into the heater matrix which sits inside the dashboard. I'm going to have to create a loop from one of these back into this so I can disconnect that and take that heater matrix system out. I've not actually figured out how I'm going to do it yet. I've not ordered any parts to do it. I'm thinking I might just be able to get that OEM pipe, loop it back and put it on there and come up with something nicer in the future, whether it's just a U-shaped little bit of hard pipe which will just link those two pipes together. I'll try and save as much water or coolant as I can. Let's see what I can do. Right, so after some faffing I've managed to loop that pipe round to give this noise. That's that high pressure fuel pump that runs off the cam that's ticking away. That does need replacing. But as you can see, looped it there and we'll probably get a bit of a U-pipe, hard pipe, and just clamp those two together or something. I've come up with a better solution than that anyway, because even though it's quite soft and it's free, it's not restricting the water. There is a little tiny bit of a kink in there, I don't even see it. Just doesn't sit right with me. I'll probably twist this hose here actually down at the bottom end and free that kink out. On the OEM radiators there's a trader valve here to let the air out, but on this AirTech one there's just a little bit of hose that's Jubilee clipped onto a pipe outlet there, which allows me to let all the air out. Done that. No air in the radiator. Radiator's hot, top to bottom. Bottom pipe of the radiator is hot. No air bubbles. Golden. Right, okay, so the next task is all this lower dash and all this heating system here. Those metal pipes there are those two pipes where we've disconnected from the bulkhead and go into a heater matrix down here. All that is coming out. Now, never done this before, don't know what I'm doing, so we're just going to start unbolting it and I'm going to take you along on the journey. have butchered this dash, and I mean butchered. It's not easy to get out. I imagine the whole dash has to come out, and then I can start removing all the blowers, and then I just have to split the dash and put the top half back on. It's so plastic welded together, you see. It's not supposed to split. But I've butchered it. Hopefully I can get the blower system out now. You can see the heater matrix is half out. I don't want to cut these water pipes, I want to keep this. Plus I think it's full of water, so that'll probably soak my footwell. Back to the grind. As you can see, I have been butchering. I've cut that metal bit out the dash as well there. I need to get that blower out somehow. Just going to keep chipping away at it, but I'm going to have a break, I'm going to have a clean up. I cut those water pipes like I said I wasn't going to do, and yes, a little bit of water come out, not a lot. So I'm going to clean all that up before I continue. Blowers are out. That was a task and a half. I managed to do it without taking the dash out. I did just chop it up, butchered it. I need to fill this. This is where the heater matrix hot water came through. This was like a stud for the back of the blower system. That was where the AC came through. I need to just sort all this wiring out here, tidy all that up, BCM, tidy this up. Get rid of some more of this sound deadening, tidy these up, and we're good to go. It's looking good. That's got to have saved at least 3/10. So I've had a good clean up in here now. Next, some of the wiring down here, I did chop it a while back, so I need to start stripping all that out to tidy that up. This, I need to cut this back, but there's some earths on there. I've tidied all this up. I need to start getting that sound deadening out that you can see is ripped there. That still needs to come out. But lower dash done, because race car. Don't know what I'm going to do with this floor yet, whether to paint it black like the back or not. We'll see, we'll see. Next, I need to fill those holes in the bulkhead. So this is the foam that came out, scrap piece of plastic. I'm going to cut this out, put some heat tape around it, and then rivet it to the bulkhead temporarily until I can get some sheet metal. Lovely. Alright, let's get the tape on and get it riveted. Alright, there you go. Bit of tape. Drill it out. Drill the bulkhead. Rivet it on. Probably use a little bit of sealant as well, to be fair. I'm good to go. Okay, rinse and repeat. There you go. OEM, you wouldn't even tell. Next, I need to cut these back. Maybe reposition those earths, and then I'm going through that wiring. Lower dash has been removed, all the HVAC system's been removed, cleaned up all this wiring, tucked it all under there what I needed, cut out what I don't, because race car. So as you've just seen, HVAC system removed, and she still runs even though I've chopped out all this wiring, which is good. Tucked all the wiring up underneath. I think it looks pretty smart, to be honest. I've still got all this wiring down here. There's quite a lot of wiring that's been cut out in the back that I need to strip back and get out of there. I'm happy with that, it looks good. Foot plate, plenty of room now. No socks. Lovely stuff. I don't know what to do this. Apparently you can't remove this screen. I think it's something to do with the CAN bus. But the time's out, and all the time used to be on here, the clock settings, so I can't adjust the time now. Also, I've tucked underneath the traction control button. I do need that, but I can code that out. It'll be as if it's in sport mode and it's switched off, which is good enough for me for now. I've also got some wiring tucked under here. One of the buttons was for the heated windscreen, which I wouldn't mind just having a little button on here, just so them frosty mornings we can get that heated screen on. But no, she's looking good, so I'm going to wrap this video up here now. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Next week we're on project 6.9, so hit the bell notification, you don't want to miss out. Also, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell your mum and tell your nan.